Good
Am I
morning,
clear to you?
all and one present over here. I, Dhanasri Dastarapore, welcome you for the guest lecture on the programming with the Python. The guest lecture was organized by the Department of the Electronics and Telecommunication, Jagdambha College of Engineering and Technology. I heartily welcome all of you for this one. For this session, we are having with us Professor Rahul Chavhan sir, an assistant professor at Sardar Patel College of Engineering, Mumbai. I will just like to give a brief introduction of Rahul sir. It is quite difficult to get in a summarized form. Then also I will try. Sir is having a total 10 years of experience. He has published more than the 10 papers in the Scopus as well as the Web of Science journal and more reputed journals. He has attended more than the 5 international conferences. He is a member of more than 8 technical bodies such as IETE, ISC and so on. He has published more than 6 books on the Electronics and Telecommunication Engineering department subject. Now, I know that all the students are very eager to hear the guest lecture on the programming with the Python, as Python has going to be an emerging language in the technical field. So I request Rahul sir to please continue for this session. Please, sir.
Yeah, thank you, ma'am. So it's my great pleasure to be presented at the Jagdambha College of Engineering, because I am from the same area. I will be happy to share my knowledge with the student which is belongs to my area. Basically, I belongs to Yavatmal district. Thank you. So shall we start with the presentation?
Yes, Rahul sir, you can start your session.
Okay. So hello students. Hello. Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir. Yeah. So welcome to the lecture of programming with Python. So what is basically programming? Can anybody tell me? First of all, tell me which year students are you? Are you from second year, third year or final year?
All 3 years students are there.
Okay, second year, third year and final year.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so we'll start with the presentation. So it is not actually a presentation. I will give you the complete demo of how programming can be done by using the Python. So Python, there will be the different ways. It is a interactive language. Actually, it uses the interpreter for programming. So it is not like just what we do in the C or C++. It is a interpreter language. So we'll do programming with your desktop or computer directly. So it will be interacting with your desktop or the computer. So it will not require any additional software, or we can say that the compiler for the programming. So the use of compiler is to make the difference or the bridge the gap between your writing, that is high level programming language, and transferring it to the low level programming language the machine can understand. So basically the machine understands zeros and ones. So it will not understand anything that we are writing on the screen, right? So machine is only understanding 0 and 1, that is the digital. So 0 is related to ground and high is related to 1. So how these zeros and ones, that is translated from the program that we have written. So the compiler is used for that. But in this case, there will be the interpreter. So whatever we are writing on the screen that will be directly interacted with your system hardware, or it will be interacting with system hardware directly, right? So let's start with the programming. So basically we start, what is the Python? So it is the general purpose high level programming language. That is, high level means that is used at the user end, right? So user can have its own script that can be executed at the system or the PC. So Python is a programming language as well as it is the scripting language. So we can have program that is the set of instructions, or it may be having the script. Script is nothing but just we are writing for the in any language, and that can be sent to the computer, and computer will act on that script, right? So Python 2.0 that was released in year 2000, and Python 3.0 that was released in 2008. So there are different versions of Python. So right now we are using the 3.9.7 that was released on 30th August 2021. So it is the open source programming language. So we need not to take any proprietary for this programming language. So we will be only downloading it and using it. So it is freely available, or you can contribute your code to this open source Python programming language. So there is one website is there, python.org. On that there will be the documentation of this programming language, all the commands and libraries that you can install on your PC that can be used while programming, right? So what is the basic difference between the programming language and the scripting language? So program that is executed, that means the source is first compiled and then result of that compilation is expected. So that is the compilation. So basically program is the sequence of instructions, right? So if we have studied the microcontroller or microprocessor, you will write the instructions, that is the command for your processor, add, move, whatever it is. So that sequence or the number of instructions combined, that will create the program, right? So sequence of instructions will be the program. What is the script? So script is the interpreted. So just like in a drama, we are writing the script, and the actor that is reading the script and acting upon it. So just like that, your Python is working. So working background is like that only. So we are writing the script, sending it to the interpreter, and interpreter will act upon it and will give the expected result. So the script is the written code in the scripting language. Scripting language means it can be easily readable for the user, right? So the user can have its own understanding. So this Python programming language is very easy to understand. It can be written in our own language. So instead of some syntax is there, but we can have many words that we use normally in our English language that can be used into the Python program. So who is the creator of the Python? So Python is created in early 90s at Netherlands. That is the inventor of the Python is the Guido van Rossum. That is a Dutch programmer, right? So Python was conceived in the late 1980s by the Guido van Rossum at Centrum Wiskunde Informatica, that is CWI in Netherlands. Right? So it is named after the Monty Python, that is the Guido van Rossum Monty Python is the flying circus, and this Guido Rossum was a fan of this flying circus, so that he has given the name Python for this programming language, or for his creation of the right? And it is completely open source from the beginning. So from beginning it is the open source. Open source means you can access without paying any money for it, right? Then what are the different characteristics? So I will not go in characteristics and all those things in details, but it is the multi-paradigm programming language. There may be the different object-oriented programming, or the structural programming, or the procedural programming that can be created by using the Python. It is the interpreted language. So whatever we are writing, that will be sent to the computer, and computer will work accordingly. And it is the interactive language. So basically we can have easy understanding of writing of this language, that we will see in the demo. And there are some key benefits of the Python, that is easy to learn, read, and maintain. So writing a program is very easy, you can understand easily. And also you can maintain the code that you have written for any functionality to be performed. Right? Then it is the object and procedure oriented programming. So you can have number of data manipulations on the data you are having. So data structure that can be created by using the Python. Extendable, you can extend it to the C, or any other low level programming languages. Scalable, that it can be managed at any level, right? So large program that can be modeled into the small programs, and that can be stored and used whenever it is required. Also it is portable, and it is having the broad library support. So as it is open source, easy to understand, it is also portable, and the broad library supports. So as again it is open source, that's why it will be having the library support. So the number of people that are using it, they will be having its own library, and they will share with the public or the users. Right? So how this Python interpreter or the programmer that can be set on your desktop. So basically we'll talk with the Windows, right? So it can be having the platform like Windows, Linux, or Mac, or Mac OS, or any other operating system. So you can use any operating system with this Python, right? So there is not a restriction. In case of compiler, there will be some restrictions, right? So here is the website that we can go to it, and we can download the software or the executable file that can be downloaded, and it can be installed on your PC. So you just go through this website www. Just hold on. Hello, am I audible now?
Yes, yes,
Yes,
sir.
yes.
Audible. Yes, sir.
Is it loud or low?
No, it's loud. You can continue with this.
Okay. So we'll start with this python.org download. So this program or the executable file. Hello.
पर्सेंटेज नसतो ते पर्सेंटेज हे डिवायडेड बाय हे कर मोबाईल मध्ये हे डिवायडेड बाय हे
Python executable file that can be downloaded from this website. So I will just copy it and paste in the browser. So from here you can have this Python 3.9.7, that is the latest version. So you can have different versions. You can go for the Windows, Linux or Mac OS or others. Right? So simply download it and install it. That's it. It will not require any procedure for downloading and installing. So after installing, we will be having the this IDLE shell. So there will be the three ways. Using that we can execute for statement, expression or the program. So there are three ways. So first will be this Python shell that can be used to write the instructions and execute at the same time. Right? Or you can use the Python interpreter also. Interpreter is also there, this one. So this Python interpreter that can be used. So directly writing instruction here and you will be having the result exactly below that. Right? So it will be like if you have used any MATLAB, then just like a MATLAB program. Ideally. And again one more thing is there. You can use your command prompt that is of your PC. So that can be used to execute the program. Right? So there are different ways. So first we'll directly start with the writing the program. Right? So at the prompt, this triple dot in your Python interpreter, we can directly write these instructions. So I will just copy and paste there. So here we will be pasting these instructions and press enter. So you will be getting here the data that we wanted to print. So syntax for print in 3.9.7 is, so this will be the version August 30, 2021. Then this is the version 3.9.7 is the release. So this Python. And the syntax for this is the print, that is the case sensitive. Right? Then parenthesis, and in that on this double quote we will be having this sequence of the symbols or sequence of the letter. So that is called as the string. So that string can be printed in the interpreter. So here is the interpreter. Then again we can do it in the this IDLE shell also. So here also we can have this. So it is very interactive ideally, because it will be giving you the color code view of your statement or expression that is written on this shell. So this will be very interactive, right? So this can also be used and this can also be used. And one more thing is there that I will share later on, right? So is it clear? Is there any doubt on these three windows, right? And this Python is the case sensitive. So we will be strictly writing these print instructions like this only. So print parenthesis and game over in the, or the whatever sequence of symbol is there or string is there, that will be in the double quote. Then print is P, that will give you the error. This print, that will also give you the error. So basically Python is the interactive language and it is also case sensitive. So in this Python, the computer instruction is called as the statement. So it will be having the command, that is the print, and that will be like acting like a verb in your normal English language, right? Then expression is there, that is like a value, right? And this will be acting game over that will be acting as a value. So in statement there will be the two parts, command and the expressions. So this game over is also called as a string expression, and that will be written into the this series of this double quote. So this interactive mode, there will be two modes that we have discussed right now. Interactive mode, that will give you the immediate feedback. So this is not designed to create a program to save and run later. So if you want to save or the create a program, then we will be using the script mode. So in interactive mode, it will be giving you the feedback at the same time. But in script mode, we are writing the program just like we write into the C or C programming, and we will execute it. So if you have used a kill software in your programming, then in that we will write the program and execute in the kill. Right? Like that we can write the program and execute it. Right? So here we can write, edit, save and run. Right? And the one most important thing is we should save that file by using the extension .py. Whatever text file or editor that your normal text editor that can be used for writing the program, but only thing is that we will save that text file by using the extension .py. So if you save that text file by using the extension .py, then it will be the programming script mode file. Right? So there will be the two. So this will give you the interactive mode and the scripting mode that we can have from here. So new file, it will give you new window. Here you can write the program and you can save it and you can run later on. Right? So you can run from here or you can run from the DOS of your computer system. Right? So it is the interactive mode, script mode. Clear? So this Python is having the different data types. So first data types, that will be the number, then the string, then list, then tuples and dictionaries. So there are number of data types. So we start with the number. So now this first will be the number data types is used to store the numeric values, right? And the numbers are immutable data types. Therefore, it can't be changed. If we change it, then your previous data will be overwritten, right? So this A in interpreter we will write simply A is equal to 5 enter. It will give you directly the value, right? Now we can check the type also. Sorry. We can check type of your integer also. So type A, it will give you the type of your number that you have written. So it is the integer type of number. Then floating point is also there. So if you write B is equal to 2.5 and you check the type for E, type B, if you write the type B, then it will give you the float as a type of your B variable. You can also have long number. So there is no restrictions for the number because we are using the computer memory, and computer memory is the large enough to store the information. Okay. So we will not be restricted the series of your string or the numbers. We can have the numbers as many as you wanted, or you can put it on the script. Okay. Then also it is having the complex type of number. So just like your mathematics, in mathematics you will be writing A is equal to B. So A will be your variable and the 5 will be your integer. So just like you are writing here. So in shell here we can have this A is equal to 5. Then we can type A, that will give you the class integer. So this very simple and interactive. Also, you can have the complex number. This I will just copy and paste here. Complex number, enter. Then there may be you can check the type of this complex number, so it will be giving you the complex. And if you want the real value and the imaginary value separate, then you can have you can write y, that is the variable name, dot real, that will give you the real value, control V, it will give you the real value, and y dot imag, that will give you the imaginary value. Right? Again, you can have addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, or the power. So here C is equal to A, B, C, then type C, and you can print C also. What is the value is that? Right. So isn't it simple for understand? Is it difficult? Yes. Any response from your side?
No, sir.
Isn't it? It's a very simple for writing and understanding. Right? So a string is simply a list of characters in the order. So these are the list of characters in the order that is called as the string. So we can have different operation on the string also. So let's create this string hello world, and the characters is always in this double quote that we already have seen, right? So whatever character or string is there, that can be in this double quote. So we will write here only, right? So here is the error, right? So I will write it. So there may be some problem with HE syntax. Right. So this is the S is equal to so this double quote that is changed in the copy pasted version. That's why it is giving the error. Here I have typed, so it will be of same format. Then it doesn't shown the. Again, we can create this another string here. Control T. So look at this. This is not in the syntax format. Now it will change its color, right? So in green color. So always your string that will be shown into the green color, that is in double quote. So here we are having two strings, hello world, and this is the sample program. So we can have a string operation also on it. So yes, we can add two strings here also, and we can print it also. Print R. So it will be giving you hello world. This is the sample program, right? So and also we can check the length of the string also. So if we simply write len of s, sorry, it will give you the length of your string. So here the length of string is 12. Right? So the number of character in the string. So how many is there? How many is there? HELLO, that is 5. WORLD, that is 5, and this last symbol, that is 1. So 5 plus 5, 10, plus this one, that is 11, but it is showing 12. Why? Is there any idea? Because there is one more space, right? There is one more character, that is space. So that's why it is showing you the 12 character in the string, right? and you can convert string to integer. Say for example, s is equal to 100 is the string, so it is in written in double quote, so it is in the string. So we will check the type, it will give you the string type. Then you can convert y is equal to integer x, so that will be giving you the that is your x is converted into the integer type. So y will be giving you the 100, that is no integer. If there is double quote is not there, that means it is in integer format, and if it is in quotes, then it will be into the string format, right? So formatting output. So how this string can be formatted. So output, you can have output according to your requirement. So here the print, this is the string or the characters, the string percentage s. So that will print the value at the string, has percentage d characters. So that will be print the value of length or length s. So what we have done here, we have written this value, right, length s, and s is the string. So now we wanted to print these values and the string together, right? So here there is no color change, that means it is a error. If we change the color, then it is okay. Enter. So here at this percentage s, if we write this into the bracket, that will give you the hello world, that is the string associated with the s variable, and this percentage d, that will give you the number of character that is associated with the length s, right, or len s. So using this format, we can print character and string or the numbers also, right? Then we can have upper and lower cases also. So just like in your word, okay, word formatting. So you can directly convert your lower case letter into the uppercase letter. So in this case, we also can do that. So the command for that is just s dot upper, that will give you the uppercase of the string, and this s dot lower, that will give you the lower case of that string, right? Right? So these much operation that can be performed. There are number of operations. These are some basics operations, right? Then we can remove the character from the strip also. So by using this s dot strip, so here is the not color change, means it is not the exact format, right? So this symbol is removed. So s dot strip will be the removing it, and we can add letters to string also, right? So these much operation that can be performed. Then we have the list. So this list is the compound data types used to group together other values. So the number of data is there, and we wanted it at the same place. Then we can have these number of lists. So the single script or the single string is there, that is called as the string if single number is there, and multiple number of data is there, that can be act as a list. So there may be the different data types. So you can have string also, you can have number also, you can have float number also, you can have long number also. So depending on your requirement, you can create the list. So how this list will work? So format for this list will be, say for example, this format fruit is the name of the list, that will equal to, and in square bracket there will be the items that is added to the list. So first will be the apple, orange, banana and mango is the list. So this list we have created and its name as the fruit, right? So if we want to access the single data or single item from the list, then we will write only just the fruits in square bracket 1. So it will give you the first item of your list. So which one is the first item? As we see, it is the apple is the first item, but it is giving the result as the orange as the first item, right? So there is a mistake, right? Isn't it? But it is not a mistake actually. In the memory organization, your first number that will be stored at 0th location. So it will be starting from the 0th location. So if we write the 8-bit number, then it will be starting from the 0 to 7, right? So it is also starting in the same manner. So the apple is the 0th or the first bit, that is called as the 0th number. Then first number, that will be your second item. This will be your third item, but number is 2, right? And if we write 1:3, then it will be giving you the first and the third item, right? So first, second and third, right? And if you write the 1 colon, then after that this orange, all items will be displayed here. So, let's check this example. I will check this. Okay. So fruit 1 colon, that will give you the, sorry, it has not copied. One colon, right? So after orange there will be the, and if we write simply fruits, then it will giving you the all the items from the list, right? So likewise you can have different access different elements from the list. So appending item to the list. So now list we have created and we wanted one more item to be added into the list. Right? So how these items can be added into the list? So there is the command or the statement that is very simple or very easy to understand, that fruits dot or fruits that append, and here I wanted to add to it. So now fruits dot append, that will add one more item to the list. So now we'll check the, right? So add the or the last element that will be added as the here. So initially there was the 4 items was there, right? So here 1, 2, 3, 4 item is there. One more item is added, that is here. So what is the instruction? That is really append. Fruits dot append here. So that will be adding here one more. Or we can remove the item also. So we can have the instruction fruit dot remove mango. We can remove also. Control V. Here is the syntax problem. So now it will be into the green. Enter. Now I will check fruits, right? So mango has removed. So how simple it is? Very easy, isn't it? Just you need not to write any other command. So you will be just using the word that you use day to day, right? fruit that can be known to you, remove that can be known to you, mango is also known to you. First, the thing is that we are writing it into the particular sequence, right? So syntax is there for writing, but you are basically using the same information that you use in day-to-day life, right? So just wait, here is the problem. Now I wanted to insert the item mango to the list also. So if I use this, and again here is the problem, so it will come into the green. Okay, now I will check. This mango is added, right? So initially mango was the last element, now it is the second element. So first will be the apple, that is 0th element, then this is first element, second, third and fourth. Now your list will be having the 5 elements: apple, mango, orange, banana and pear.
तुला जरी वाटत असेल तर प्रिन्सिपल सर तुमचा इकडे भेटून घे. भेटले ना काय म्हणे?
Clear? So just like list, we will be having the or we can combine the list also. So we will create another list, that is vegetable, and we will creating it vegetable list, and we can have operation on those lists also. So eatables, that will be equal to fruits plus vegetables. Sorry, error is there. EATA. I forgot to write S. Plus, right? So now you can check eatables. EATABLES. So that will be giving you the first list, that is the fruit, apple, mango, orange and pear, and vegetables, that will be the second list. So we can add list also. So that is the combining the list. So it is the fun actually working with the Python. So you can have different, or it is not required any software, and on your PC you can run it directly. Then also we can have the mixed data type in the list also. So this data is your string, this 5 is the integer, this 1001 is your floating point number, and this will be your long number. So if you check the type of this, it will be giving you the list as the type. So different variables, or here we need not to define any variable with float, integer, character, right? So it will be directly interpreting it as the integer, float, or the long, or the character, right? In normal C programming, we will write float, integer, character, so that will be a bit confusing. But here it will not, it will be very easy to understand, right? So it is possible to change individual element of a list also. So you can change it if you wanted it, right? So here the mix 0 will be equal to mix 0 plus items. So these items will be adding to your data, right? So character, that will be added to the first. Then I want to add 1 with item number second. So that will be added to it. That will become 6. Then I want to add is 005 digit, then it will be added to your 10.1.49999, and again you can have add a long number also. So list can be nested. So just like combining list, you can have the nested list also. So fruits, comma, vegetable, that is nested list. So this will be your first list, and this will be your second list, and this nested is your combined list, right, or the nested list. Combining means adding the elements of your all lists. Nesting means adding the list to it, right? So here we are not adding the elements. There will be the separate elements or separate list is there, that is with fruit, and the other list will be with the vegetables. Right. Then we have the tuple. So tuple and list are both are the similar things, but here the difference is that tuple cannot be changed. So once we have created the tuple, it cannot be changed, or the operation, that is append, remove, or adding, that cannot be done on the tuples. Right. So the format will be the same. Right. So here is the fruit. One more change is there, that is the parenthesis. Right. So these parentheses will be the difference. So for list it is the square bracket, and for tuples it is the parenthesis, right? Opening and closing parenthesis. So this will be your tuples, and on that you can check the elements of the tuples and length of the tuples, and you can access the elements from the tuples just as in the list. So fruits 0, that will give you the first element, colon 2, that will give up to the 2 elements, 0 and first. Right. Combining tuples, you can just like list, you can combine the tuples also. Then we have the dictionary. So first element, that will be the number, list, then tuples, then we can have the dictionary. So dictionary is the different element or different data types from. So here you can have the key and the value, right? So here we have defined the student as the dictionary, and here the format is the opening brace and the closing brace is there, and inside the dictionary we will be having the name, that is known as the key, and this Mary, that is known as the value. So here we will be having the key and the value. So we can access key also, we can access value also, right? So here we check how this can be done. So student is the dictionary, just like tuple, but the difference is that there will be the key and the value. So if I check the numbers, right? Student, that will give you the elements of this dictionary, right? So further operation that can be done, get the value from the key dictionary. So if we write student dot name, then it will give you the name value that is associated with the name, right? So student dot name, I will copy here. Control name. So that will be giving you the value associated with, and you can have student dot ID. So it will give you the ID of it. So you can create the data or data structure or the data types that can be having the different keys and different values. And if you want to get all the items, then student dot items, that can be used command. So that will giving you the items from the dictionary. And student dot keys, that will give you the all keys available at the dictionary. Then get all the values, then student dot values, that will give you the values from the dictionary. So a value in a dictionary can be another dictionary also. So the first we have created the student dictionary as a name student, and here we'll create the dictionary as a student one. So these two dictionary that we are going to create. here I will create the student1 as a dictionary. Now the function that we'll use, student is equal to this first. So first element, this is the key, and this student is your here value, but this is nothing but your dictionary, right? Then your second is the key and student1 is the value, but this student1 is nothing but the dictionary, right? So value can be your dictionary. If I write here students, then it will give you the first key and the first dictionary, right? Second key and the second dictionary. So nesting can be done, right? So we can have a different operation on the dictionary also. Then there will be the type conversion. You can convert your string into the integer, float, or the characters, right? So here is the example: a is equal to 1000 is the what we say it is an integer, right? So a is the integer 1000, that is number. Number is nothing but the integer, right? And we wanted to convert it into the string. So STRA, that will give you the string. So 100 is now string. So conversion that can be done into Python, right? So convert to integer. So now if b is equal to this in double quote, it will be the string, right? Now I wanted to convert it into, so I will simply write integer b. So it will be giving you the value at that string that can be converted to the integer. Then also you can convert it to the float. Again, if s is equal to AEIOU, that is your string, and I wanted to convert it into the list, so I simply write LISTS, so it will be converted to the list. Right? So these all three AEIOU, that will become the elements or items in the list, right? Again, you can convert it to the set also. So here the different element is there: mango, apple, banana, mango, and banana. So there are two elements of the mango and two elements of the banana. I will convert it into the set, so the similar item that will club together, right? So set X, that will give you the apple is the one item, mango and another. So there will be only three items. So repeated number of items that can be combined. So is there any doubt regarding data types, or if you have any question, you can ask me. Yes. Okay. Now we'll go to the, just like in the other programming languages, that is C, C++, or Java, there will be the conditional statement. So these conditional statement is like if statement, for statement, while statement, break statement, continue statement, or the pass statement. We start with the if statement. So if A is equal to 25 into 5, so here is the if statement. So if A is greater than 3000, again it will take if A is less than this 100,000 or 1,000, right? So print it is between the 10K and 100K, right? Else print is in between more than 100K. Else if it is equal, then print it is equal to, or else print less than or equal to. So this is the if statement. So how this can be achieved? I will do it. Okay. If A is equal to 25, then what is there? If A is equal to control D, enter. So now here there is we have written if statement, then a greater than 10k, right? And there is the colon. So after that we will move to the next line, that is to be expected, that is this is the condition and the statement or expression is to be there. So again we will put this condition below that, right? So here we will be copying this one. So if, right, and now here we want, again we have taken another condition. Now there will be the statement. So this intending is important into the Python programming, right? So here I will be copying this print 10k. So here is the issue, because the number have not changed, right? Right. So this is the if a greater than 10,000, then now I will be using the else condition, right? So here again we go back, Control V, enter, right? Now what is the next statement? This is the print more than 10k. So I will be writing here. Again here is the problem with the syntax. Right, enter. Now there is the next statement, else if. Again colon, that after the colon it will be requiring 1. So this elif will go here, right? Then what we are having, print equal to 10k, that will come here after the elif or else if, right? It will be copying this 10k. Now what is the last condition? Else. So that will come below this elif, right? So it will be coming, Control P, elif, enter, and the last statement is there, print less than 10k. So here I will be copying it. So this less than 10k, right? Enter. So your result will be more than 100k, right? So 25 square or 5 times, right? That will be more than 100k. So likewise you can have if statements, but here is the issue, the problem will be this intending. So you need to put the specific tab after the each condition, right? Right? So here is the tab after this elif, then here is the after this elif, again here, and then if you miss this tab, or it will be giving you the error. Right? Likewise we can have if statement also. Same way we can have for statement. So this is the expression. So let's say this is the string that is created, hello string is equal to hello world, then puts that list that we have created, then student name, the dictionary that we have created. So looping over the character that can be done by using the for statement. So for C, that is the character in the hello string, then print C. So it will print the character, right? So let's check how it will be working. So hello dot C, Control C, right? So hello world is the character, hello string is the variable name, then for Control V, right, enter, print C. Enter. So that will be giving you the characters in the hello string, right? So in hello string there will be this number of characters. So that will be printing the characters in the hello string. So if you want to check the content in your list dictionary, in that case we will be using the for statement. So here if I is equal to 10, looping over the items in the list, right? So for item in the fruits, so item is the specific or it is the enumeration, or we can say that it is the fixed word that is associated with the Python programming. So for item in the fruits, fruit is the name of the list and item is the number of elements, right? So print fruit %d again and %s, then %I comma item. So we can have the for statement for looping over the items. So we'll check this example, the last example that we'll see, and then we'll wind up after this example. So for items in the fruits, here we have written the for items in the fruits, right? Now we'll write the statement or the expression. Print %d colon %s, I will be the number and item, that will be the item list, right? Then what is the expression? I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1. Right. What is the next expression? Nothing is there. So enter. So it will be giving you the items starting from the 10. So first item, second, third, and fourth item. Right. That is the looping over the items. And you can go for the key also in the dictionary. So Control C, that will be giving you the dictionary. Here is the print, again the string and the number that will be printing, right? So in the dictionary you can check only the key. So key in the dictionary, key student key, right? So key is the ID, key name, ID and measure is the key, and marry this number and the CS, that will be the values associated with this key, right? So due to lack of times, we cannot cover all these things. If you wanted further statement and file handling functions modules is there, so there are number of things. It basically required 2 or 3 hours for completion. So here we'll wind up. If you want it, then we can have the next lecture maybe on next week, right? So we'll stop here. Ma'am, it's up to you now. Okay.
Yes.
If there is any question, I will be happy to hear from student side.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Thank you for attending this lecture.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. If you want,
Thank you.
okay. So we'll stop here. I will be leaving.